Alright, so in Samsung's Unpacked event of August 2021, there are a total of 4 different products announced. So let's just talk about them in this video. It's gonna be a really quick one and we'll just run through all of the thoughts and pictures that were shown. So because of what's happening around the world, we cannot attend any physical events to touch and feel the devices before the announcement happened. So what we're gonna do is to look at my laptop because I downloaded a bunch of assets about all of the 4 different products that were announced, and they also have a lot of information in those pictures or images, infographics if you will. So I think we'll start off with the Galaxy Z Fold 3 because that is my personal, how do you say this, the most exciting product for me because I've been a big fan of the Galaxy Fold since the first generation, and now it's the Z Fold 3, third generation, and they do have quite a lot of improvement. So the camera cutout of the Galaxy Z Fold 3 is as shown here. It's very similar to the Galaxy Z Fold 2, but now it's a lot smaller. And then the hinge, the backbone is still more or less the same in terms of design. So what's special here is actually the dimensions of the Galaxy Z Fold 3 is slightly smaller. So the screen size remains the same. It's just the overall size, the bezels have shrunken down. So the next image here is, this is a very nice color by the way. It's all matte finish. I presume it is more or less the same as the Galaxy S21 series of matte finish. And then here it is, the S Pen. So the S Pen is something that I want to talk about it later. I'm not gonna deal with this right now because in this image it is shown that the S Pen is gonna work with the Galaxy Z Fold 3, which is excellent. It's technically one of my dreams since the first ever Galaxy Fold because it's gonna be a wet dream for all of those who are working on their devices, their smartphones. Because the S Pen on a tablet is much better than an S Pen on a phone. Because of screen size, obviously. And again, the S Pen is here. I'm just gonna skip right through because I wanna get to the accessories. So this is one of the accessories that is gonna be sold alongside the Galaxy Z Fold 3. I think it's leather, and it is also a kickstand built into the leather case, so you can fold it out like this and then you can prop up the Galaxy Z Fold 3 at some angle if you want to use it on the table. 3 different colors of the Galaxy Z Fold 3. So we have the black color, green color, and I think this is white or cream, I can't remember. And again, the S Pen is showcased here. Okay, we'll talk more about that in a while. But we're gonna talk about this first. Again, the Galaxy Z Fold 3 is being used in multitasking mode. So video calling is happening on the top half of the screen, and then the bottom half of the screen, I presume that's Samsung Notes, and then this person here is using the S Pen, not too sure which S Pen, to write and draw on the Galaxy Z Fold 3. I mean, it's gonna be a good experience, especially since Samsung is also improving the compatibility with multiple different apps to open both of them side by side, to interact between apps so we can have a better workflow between all of those apps. It's kind of difficult to explain. It's definitely something that you have to either watch someone demonstrate from beginning until the end or experience it yourself. Okay, this image here. As you can see, the Galaxy Z Fold 3 is a bit wet. And that is because this is the world's first ever foldable device with IPX8 rating. So what IPX8 rating here means that it's technically water resistant but not dust proof. And then the specs. Okay, so let's talk about the specs of the Galaxy Z Fold 3. So as you can see here, the cover screen has been upgraded. It's exactly the same size, but it is now 120Hz refresh rate instead. The resolution has been bumped up a bit. It's not really that significant, but it's still slightly higher if you're gonna care about that. And then the main display is exactly the same as the Galaxy Z Fold 2, so 7.6 inch with a nearly square-ish kind of resolution. Again, 120Hz refresh rate. The weight is slightly less on the Galaxy Z Fold 3, so that's good. and the chipset here is technically a Snapdragon 888 chipset. Colors, it's available in total of 3 different colors, black, green and silver. It's the same as the Samsung Galaxy S21's Phantom finish as well. And the cameras, this is the one part that I'm kind of disappointed, I would say. Samsung pretty much reused the rear camera setup from the Galaxy Z Fold 2, so it's all the same here. And it's gonna be difficult if you're comparing the Galaxy S21 Ultra's camera with the Z Fold 3. I mean, this is a much bigger camera bump and the Z Fold 3 has a pretty tiny camera bump. But still, I do wish Samsung would have upgraded the camera, even though it's a tiny bit. And what's interesting here though is the under-display camera. Yes, this is the first ever Samsung device to use an under-display camera, and it is only at 4 megapixels, and that's pretty much understandable because you need to pass through all of the pixels that are on the screen itself to reach the camera sensor at the back of the display. So 4 megapixels is what we get. Not too sure about the quality, but that's something that we'll definitely have to try when we get the device. And nothing much to see here. This is a 4400 dual cell battery, and then the S Pen support on the Galaxy Z Fold 3. This is confusing to me because Samsung announced a total of 2 different S Pens just out of nowhere. So the first one that we have here is the S Pen Fold Edition. It only supports Air Command, and as you can see there, no Bluetooth. And compatibility wise, it is written that this S Pen only supports the Galaxy Z Fold 3. I'm not sure what's so special about this pen that it's only compatible with the Z Fold 3. And then secondly, we have the S Pen Pro. So this S Pen is compatible with every single device that supports S Pen. And it also has air actions as well, so you can use the Magic Wand feature just like the Galaxy Note 9, Note 10, Note 20 series. It's a bit weird because it also has a pairing and switching button, and then another device switching button, which you can toggle between S Pen and Z Fold mode. And one more interesting thing that's highlighted here is USB socket. I'm not really sure what's the USB socket for. Is the S Pen Pro gonna be charged independent of the device that it's paired to? Because from what I can see, the S Pen Pro pretty much looks like the Galaxy Tab S7 series of tablets. But if the charging is separated from the device, that means this S Pen Pro doesn't support wireless charging like the Galaxy Tab S7's S Pen. Again, we're gonna have to wait and see what this is all about, but so far I'm pretty confused with the whole S Pen situation. That's all I'm gonna say. So here's a really quick run through of all of the renders for the Galaxy Z Fold 3's accessory. The first one that we have here is a S Pen bundled case. It kind of looks like the Nintendo DS if you ask me. I think by looking at some of these renders when it's unfolded, we can still see the selfie camera, the under display selfie camera. It's kind of difficult to spot, but it's definitely there. I'm not too sure if this is a conscious choice by Samsung to leave the render like this, or if that under display selfie camera is gonna be jarring. Again, we're gonna have to wait for the device until we can further analyze what's the situation here. And the Galaxy Z Fold 3's price. It is starting at a lower price than its original Z Fold 2's price from last year when it first launched, which is good. And also a few things to highlight is that the Galaxy Z Fold 3 does not come with a charger in the box, just like the S21 series of smartphones. Okay, so enough about the Galaxy Z Fold 3, we'll move on to the Galaxy Z Flip 3 instead. So the Galaxy Z Flip 3, it's pretty similar to the first generation of the Galaxy Z Flip, and the design now reminds me heavily of the Pixel 2 because of the dual tone design here. So here are some quick renders of the devices. Yeah, the cover display has been upgraded, which is why we have that big black bar there. And the overall design, I would say it's intriguing. So here are the total of 4 different colors that is available in retail. We got black, lavender, cream and green. And then in this picture, we can see there are a total of 3 more exclusive colors that are only available on Samsung.com. So we have white, grey and pink. The pink color here looks extremely good. It's a bit peachy kind of pink and I really like that color. And here are all of the accessories in use. It's kind of weird because again, we got one accessory that you can slot your fingers through to hold the Galaxy Z Flip 3 properly. And then another ring type of accessory where you can slot your finger through the ring. Okay. And we should also highlight once again that the Galaxy Z Flip 3 is also IPX8 rated. So it is water resistant. And time for the specs. So in terms of specs, it is also very similar to the original Galaxy Z Flip from last year. So the cover screen is the one that got the biggest upgrade. It is now a larger 1.9-inch Super AMOLED display with a much higher resolution, obviously. And the main screen, when you unflip the device, it is still the same 6.7-inch, but it has now been upgraded to 120Hz refresh rate. And as for the cameras, I don't think they have changed compared to the Galaxy Z Flip from last year, so there you go. And again, the biggest highlight of the Galaxy Z Flip 3 here is the 7 different colors that you can get this device in, which is amazing. As for performance and chipset, you still get the Snapdragon 888 chipset. And then the battery is something that I worry the most about the Galaxy Z Flip 3 because it is also the same 3300 mAh battery. But the Galaxy Z Flip 3 is gonna be a very lifestyle device, so you can see there are a lot of different colors for its accessories. And I would say this looks very good. It kind of reminds me of Jet Set Radio for some reason. The colors are contrasty and they stand out a lot, which I really like, especially with the green and white and also this dark blue and orange, which is, it kind of resonates with me, I would say. And the price of the Galaxy Z Flip 3 is lower than the Galaxy Z Flip when it first launched last year. And again, do keep in mind that the Galaxy Z Flip 3 does not come with a charger in the box, just like the Galaxy S21 series of smartphones. Alright, so enough about the foldable devices. Now let's talk about the new Galaxy Watch 4 series. And the reason why I'm calling it a series is because we have 2 different watches that were announced today. So firstly, we have the Galaxy Watch 4 on the left side, and then the Galaxy Watch 4 Classic, which is on the right side with the rotating bezel. That rotating bezel has been shrunken down. It is less bulky. It looks a lot more sleek and more minimalist, but the functionality of the rotating bezel is retained. As for the Galaxy Watch 4, the non-classic edition, it is pretty much using the Galaxy Watch Active series of watch design, but it's sleeker and I think it's also slimmer a bit. The Watch 4 Classic is very elegant, I would say, but my heart lies with the Galaxy Watch 4 because it is very sleek, and as you can see, it's available in multiple different colors as well. The power button now has a red accent around the sides, and yeah, it's beautiful. I love it so much. But there are a few things that cannot be shown in pictures. Is number one, the OS, because as you know, earlier this year, Samsung and Google struck a deal where Google will essentially adopt Tizen OS, and now Samsung themselves are using that new OS, which they're calling it the Samsung One UI Watch, and you can still install all of the apps that you are familiar with on Tizen OS. And you can also pair your Galaxy Buds with the watch, so you can listen to offline music that you downloaded from Spotify from your watch directly on your earbuds, so you don't need your phone, all of those good stuff. It's tighter integration with the Galaxy ecosystem as well. It's again very difficult to explain, and since I don't have any videos to show you, it's even more difficult to understand. But that's about it. I mean, this is something that I'm gonna wait for review to talk about it more, because it is just very difficult to explain to you without any demo. One thing to take note is that the Samsung Galaxy Watch 4 is available in 4 different variations essentially. So we have the Galaxy Watch 4, the 40mm version and the 44mm version. And then the Galaxy Watch 4 Classic is also available in 2 different sizes, one in 42mm and then another one in 46mm. But the starting price of the Galaxy Watch 4 series is actually lower than before. And finally is the Galaxy Buds 2. I think this is the easiest to talk through. So it's the new pair of TWS earbuds from the company itself, and it is using the same case shape as the Galaxy Buds Live and the Galaxy Buds Pro. And it's kind of weird because the Galaxy Buds 2 is available in a total of 4 different colors: black, lavender, green, and white. but the outer shell of the case here is all in white color. It is only when you open the case of the earbuds is when you see what color you have chosen. And of course, the buds themselves are also according to the color that you chose. I think they're trying to sell you a lot more accessories because all of the accessories from the Galaxy Buds Live and the Galaxy Buds Pro are also compatible with the Galaxy Buds 2. And yeah, that's it. It still has all of the premium features that we've come to expect from Samsung's premium lineup of TWS earbuds. And the price is also lower than before, which is a common trend because it seems like Samsung is trying to lower the price of all of their premium stuff, which is good. Whew, that's gonna be a really long video and I'm gonna head to editing right now because I'm filming this video like a few hours before the launch, so I hope I can finish it in time. And we'll see you guys in the review videos of each of the individual products that we've talked about today. I'm most especially excited about the Galaxy Z Fold 3, so here's to hoping I'm gonna get that device to review real soon. Yeah, we see you there.